Hello YouTube, welcome back to Not Suitable for Mum. Today I've got a video that's a little bit different from what I usually do, and this is actually a contest entry for Richard McCook's 3 years in the YouTube vinyl community. Now, this was recommended to me by Jimmy Barnes, and I will put a link to both channels in here and in the description below. But Jimmy suggested I get more involved in the vinyl community, and he's dead right, I really should, because I've been getting quite a bit lately, and it would be nice to sort of get in contact with a few people, have a few people that I can go back and forth with, talk about stuff, and hopefully maybe help me get stuff that I don't have. Anyway, Richard's, I checked out his channel. He does some pretty cool stuff. One of the things that really grabbed my attention was the top 10 Adam and the Ants albums, and I love Adam and the Ants, as some of you will know. And he obviously shows stuff that he gets, and he's picked up some really, really good stuff. So yes, please go and check him out. Anyway, as I say, this is a contest entry, and he set 3 questions. Now, the first question was, pick 3 artists and show the best albums and the worst albums of those artists. I wouldn't say any of these are the worst. They're still good albums, but perhaps it's not as strong as some of the other ones. So, my least favourite, we'll call it. Anyway, so the first one is Post-Orgasmic Chill by Skunk Anansie. Now, this was their 3rd album, and it was the one they did before they took a 10-year hiatus. Really, really cracking album. Yeah, you got Charlie Big Potato, Secretly, Weep. I'm not going to go into massive detail of all the tunes on here, but you can have a look for yourself. My issue is that I've got a poor memory, for one thing. And also, I can't read the writing on here with my sight as it is. It's a bit too small for me. But yeah, great album. This is I think this is the deluxe version. I can't remember, or just a fold out one. This is a little bit different from the main one. Really nice. So that's my favourite of those. Both Charlie Big Potato and Secretly are fantastic songs, really, really strong tunes. If you've never listened to them, check them out, because Skin's got an amazing voice, and it fits so perfectly in with Cass Mark and Ace. Yeah, and they're all great musicians, and it just fits so well. And if you ever see them live, you can tell there's a chemistry there. It's like some of the bands are just going through the motions. These are legit great band. Right, okay. Now, my least favourite would have to be probably, I suppose you'd call it their comeback album, and it's Wanderluster. Now, this is by no means a bad album. You've got Your God Loves Only You, which is brilliant. Really, really great song. You Saved Me, that's another good tune. But it's perhaps not as strong as it could be. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike this by any means. It's just, for a comeback album, it could have been better. So, yeah, that would probably be my least favourite album, but it's still bloody good. Anyway, that's Skunk Anansie. Number 2 on the list would have to be Iron Maiden. And the first one is, I think, what a lot of people consider their favourite, is Number of the Beast. Brilliant album. Brilliant album. Invaders. Yeah. Children of the Damned, The Prisoner, great track, absolutely fantastic. Includes a sample from the old TV show, Jimmy No absolutely loves that show, and cracking song, absolutely brilliant. Where are we? Number of the Beast itself, fantastic. You know, absolute barnstormer of a track. Yep. Uh, Run to the Hills as well. If you don't know that, then you don't know Iron Maiden, right? Just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. What's the other ones here that are really good? Hallowed Be Thy Name. That's great. Yeah. Those are the Gangland as well. That's a brilliant track. So there's not. I don't think there's a bad track on this one. Really, really strong album. Really strong. And this was the first one they did with Bruce Dickinson. Right, the first two. I can never remember the guy's name, but Paul something was the original singer. And those are good albums as well. But this is where they really, really got their sound that everybody knows. Okay. Before I continue, I apologise if any of these aren't on record. Simply because a lot of them I don't have on record. I went through a phase of just not getting records at all. Didn't have a record player for a long, long time until about last sort of 4 or 5 years maybe. So that's one reason. The other one is because stuff's stacked away in places and it's difficult to dig out. I will at some point get to showing off you what I've got, but you know, that's the reason. Anyway, get back to Iron Maiden. The one I have that I didn't really like all that much is Virtual 11. Now, this is not a bad album, but it's Blaze Bayley, who was in Wolfsbane, I believe, was the band he was in. Correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember. The songs were solid enough, but Blaze, although he's got a good voice, it's not Bruce, you know, and I think a lot of bands get in that position where the lead singer goes off to do something else or whatever, and someone else tries to take over, and it doesn't really work. I have heard some of these songs with Bruce singing them, and he actually makes them stronger. So, you know, it's not a bad song. It's not that Blaze Bayley's a bad singer. The just two don't really mesh together very well. So that's why that's my least favourite one of those. Anyway, third band in the selection is Stereophonics, and this is Performance and Cocktails. Cracking album. Really, really good album. I've got quite a lot of theirs now. You have songs like where are we? Roll Up and Shine. Yeah, The Bartender and the Thief. Great track. Bloody love that. Hurry Up and Wait. Another good song. Just Looking. Yeah, that's a good song. Bit slow and all the rest of it, but still strong. You Wouldn't Believe Your Radio. Yeah, I do like that one. Where are we? Yeah, those are the main standout ones for me. But overall, this is probably the best album they've ever done. They have got albums which have got better songs on them, but as an overall album, that's probably the best. Okay, my least favourite, and even to this day, I'm still not really into it. And that was Just Enough Education to Perform, or JEEP as a lot of people take to calling it for some reason. Right, yes, I know it's an abbreviation, but, you know, yeah, it's a bit silly. The only songs that I really remember on here was Have a Nice Day and I think that's probably it, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, it's alright, it's just I think it's a bit twee. Right, you might disagree with me on that one. But yeah, it's not great. It's all right. Okay, so the second question was record CDs that you own that you want on another format. So if you've got them on CD, you want them on vinyl, or you got them on vinyl, you want a CD. I know these are all CDs, and yeah, I would love to have these on vinyl for various reasons. So the first one is 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul. This changed the way I look at hip hop. It really did. A lot of their stuff, that people called it hippie stuff, but it wasn't. A lot of it was just relaxed, chilled, yeah. A bit trippy maybe. Yeah, I mean you can sort of tell from the cover, right? But hippies, no. They really changed the face of hip hop in my opinion. I've got, I think, pretty much all their albums, and this is just fantastic, right? You got things like Buddy, Magic Number, Me, Myself, and I Know, all the strong songs that a lot of people know of theirs, and little funny little bits in between. They're called skits, so like a comedy thing. Just breaks the album up a little bit, but it still flows into the next thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely cracking. Love it to bits. Yeah, and I don't own it on vinyl. I've got about 3 different versions on CD for various reasons, different cover, or there's some extra tracks on other ones. Funny enough, I actually ordered a vinyl copy, quite a special one. I won't give any spoilers, but it's a special version, and it was supposed to come out in November last year. Unfortunately, because of the national shortage in the materials for making records, it's been delayed, and it's not going to be out till September, I believe, of this year. Fingers crossed, it does come out when they say it is, and I'll get it, and when the time comes, I will show you. But yeah, absolutely brilliant, and the record looks really nice. It really does. You know me, I like my special editions, and I've never seen anything quite like this before. So yeah, there we go. That's that. Okay, the next one I'd like to see on record is Clear by Bomb the Bass. And this is their third album, and not only is this a good album, right, it's got the fantastic Bug Powder Dust on it, which is a cracking tune, really good. I also would like it to make up the 3 of the first 3 albums, which was Into the Dragon, Unknown Territory, and this one. Now, I've got the first 2 on coloured disc with various, I think it's splatter effects. First one's blue, and I think the other one's green. And having a clear vinyl of that would be brilliant, just to round off the set of the first 3 albums. That'd be really nice, because they took a break for a while after that, and then they've come out with other strong albums. But that would be brilliant to have that on a clear vinyl. That would be really cool. So Record Studios, if you're listening, make it happen. Don't know why they haven't already. Okay, the third one in this question is the Spawn soundtrack. Now, the movie wasn't great. It was alright, but it wasn't great. But this album is fantastic. And it's a mix, if you will, of electronica and rock. Right? One of my favourite tracks on here has to be Can You Trip Like I Do, I think it's called, by Phil and the Crystal Method. Bands that I was not familiar with right beforehand, and Phil aren't great, but that song, fantastic, absolutely love it. Just to name some artists that people may be familiar with, you got Marilyn Manson. Yeah, he did a song with the Sneaker Pimps, great tune. Right, Orbital with Kirk Hammett, who was in Metallica. Yeah, you got Moby, you got Korn, Metallica themselves are on there. Yeah. Uh, Prodigy and Tom Morello. Yeah. One Man Army. Brilliant, brilliant tune. Right? I love Tom Morello's guitar work. And putting that with the Prodigy, you know the Prodigy, right? Fantastic. Such a cool idea, right? Whoever orchestrated getting these people to work together is a freaking genius, right? It's a brilliant album, and that's the inside. But I'd like, uh, say like a picture disc, yeah, possibly with this cover or maybe a brand new piece of artwork done by Todd McFarlane. That would be fantastic. Because as I say, yeah, this is great. Absolutely bloody love it. Right? And there's another one a bit like this, based on the Judgment Night movie, which is similar, but it's hip hop bands. Go and check that one out because that's great too. I like when styles mesh together and they make it seem seamless. You don't sort of think as it two sort of opposing styles together. It just melds so well. Really, really great album. If you haven't heard it already, go and get yourself a copy. You won't regret it, I promise you. Right, okay. So the third question is concerning best of albums. And albums that you don't necessarily need anything else from this artist if you've got the best ofs. Now, I can only speak from what I've listened to because I've not really listened to many albums outside of these. So the albums may be great, I don't know. But this is just going by my own personal tastes. So the first one is Definitive Collection by Stevie Wonder. Yeah, it might seem a bit weird for me listening to this, considering all the other stuff I've shown you. But this guy has done some amazing tunes. I mean, you got Sir Duke, Superstition, right? Oh, God, I'm trying to think of all different ones. Right. Those are two that really spring to mind. I'll show you the back. I'm sorry, it's really, really difficult for me to read. I'm sorry. Right? But they're all fantastic tunes. There's probably a couple of there that I'm not too keen on. Right? But yeah, just Stevie's just done some amazing stuff, and I'm not just saying that because he's got no sight and I've got an affinity with him, which I kind of do, I suppose. It's just he's done some really, really strong songs. I think you've got Ebony and Ivory on there with Paul McCartney. Even the cheesy I Just Called to Say I Love You. Yeah, it's cheese. Sounds like it's done on a Bon Tempi organ, but he makes it work. That's fair enough. Part-Time Lover. Yeah. Where we are. Trying to think what else is on there. It's a bit difficult for me to read this, I'm afraid. Should have looked this up beforehand. Anyway, there we go. I can't read that. It's too small for me to read, unfortunately. Sorry. But yeah. When you've got that, that's got all his hits on there. You don't need much else. Right. Next one. Oh, that's just fallen on the floor. Sorry. Hopefully I've broken it. The next one is Madness. Yeah, I do like a bit of the Nutty Boys. Big time 80s band. Really, really popular then. Bit of the way into the 90s as well, but they sort of, faded out of went out of favour a little bit. I think I don't know if they're still touring or not, but they were doing their Madstock tour that they did quite often. and apparently great fun. Everyone has a good time. Like, I wish I'd got to see them, but that just never happened. Anyway, you got things like House of Fun, Our House, My Girl, Baggy Trousers. Yeah. What's another good ones? Driving in My Car. Yeah. Shut Up. Where are we? The Sun and the Rain. Yeah, Just Another Day. Night Boat to Cairo. Just so many on there. So many on this. Is a fantastic collection. Right? Really great bunch of just fun tunes. Okay, some of them are about, you know, quite sort of serious and maybe even depressing stuff at times. But they just made it, you know, you want to get up and bounce around like an idiot, right, when they come on. Anyway, the very last one for this question, and indeed the video, is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, sorry for the bit of glare there we go. Right, now I do like the Chili's. And I have listened to some of the other albums. I don't actually own any, but I have listened to them, right? And yeah, some of the lesser known songs are good, right? There's no two ways about it. But if you are literally just after the hits, which is mainly what I'm worried about, there we go. Fantastic selection, right? Under the Bridge, fantastic song. Fantastic song. Probably the first song of theirs I had, and really sort of tuned me into them, right? Give It Away, Suck My Kiss, right? All sort of like the earlier stuff. And then you've got the ones that people probably know more, like Californication, Scar Tissue. Yeah. What's another good one? Higher Grounds. Oh yeah, that was one of the Stevie Wonders I should remember. Higher Ground, that was the one I was trying to remember. Right? Whether it's them or Stevie doing them, both good songs. Yeah. Just great. Great stuff. A few off, I think, Stadium Arcadium that I wasn't as familiar with at the time. But, yeah. Really cool stuff. They've done more since. So, another best of possibly with the rest of those would be nice. But, I'm not too worried. So, that's it then. Hopefully I haven't gobbled too much. I made a few errors on this video, so I had to edit them out. Getting me words tied up and all the rest of it. But I think it's a great idea for the contest. If you're interested in entering, go over to Richard's channel. I will put a link, as I said. And have a go. He's giving you a chance to win £50 in cash through your PayPal, or you can have a Amazon gift voucher. Either way, it's good. I will probably get some more records with it if I win. It's a big if, obviously, because I think he's got quite a lot of entries now. But yeah, great idea for a contest, and even if it wasn't a contest, just be a fun tag to do. So I believe you've got till the 14th of this month to do it, and if you don't get to enter, have a go anyway. Have a go anyway, even if you're not interested in winning the contest. Have a go, yeah, because I think it's, as I said, I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I wish I thought of it. Anyway, that is it. I'm going to shut up now. Leave in peace. But good luck to everybody that sent her in, and well done to Richard for 3 years in the vinyl community. Thanks ever so much. Like, comment, subscribe, please, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.